Hey, you're welcome. This is our family and this is our values. This is Galaxy Television and the program is Family and Values. Family and Values is a program that comes on your airway from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Mondays to Friday. And on this page, on this platform, we talk about everything that makes, creates, sounds, and presents itself as a family, the content of family. What are the little details that has to do with family? What are those things that makes us a family? And what are the values? What are the values? Where do we pick these values from? These and many more is what we discuss here. Because you cannot have a family without a financial backing. You cannot have a family without having a good character, a personality that people will look back and say, what you did just now really means that you are from a family. And because we all have a name attributed to us, that people can actually pick and say, my name is Crown Adebeshi. My name is Raphael. My name is Adibola. My name is Gratitude. And my name is Olori Adejoke Adebi David. My friends call me Olori AJ. It's an honor to be here this morning. You can always join us on our start times 112 on our UHF terrestrial station on 27. And don't forget, catch up with us on Facebook, on YouTube, and Instagram. You can always see those little details. And AV application and Open application. Or you can just go to our download and just go to Galaxy Television download and always watch us live. So you're welcome. And I'm not here alone. I have a dashing young lady. A Gen Z in the house. She's doing well. She's looking beautiful.
Okay.
And what else do I say? She's beauty with brains.
Of course. And you're beautiful too, Mama Gen Z.
Thank you.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
So, not bad. I'm doing well because today it's all about the cancer
awareness.
Particularly the breast
cancer for women.
We're talking, all of this month is going to be, cancer. We're bringing it one by one. Don't worry.
Yes. So before I talk to our listeners out there, I have to comment your hair. I have to compliment your hair. It's so nice. I love it. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another exciting episode of Family and Values, where we talk about the core of family, relationship, and marriage. Today's topic is very, very exciting, very, very educative, and very informative. So sit back and don't go anywhere. My name is Gratitude, your Gen Z host.
Okay, so like I was talking about breast cancer, cervical cancer, cancer of the lungs, we have all manner of cancer.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I don't know whether you know what they call it in your own language.
Oh, please.
In my language, they call it jejere. Jejere.
Wow.
It eats deep into the better part of your life. That area. I decided to go and ask.
Okay.
So I will be the real Yoruba girl. So
you're throwing shades now. You're throwing shades.
You just have to, because that's family. Yeah. You have to. I love this. That doesn't mean I'm perfect. You understand me. That doesn't mean my Yoruba is perfect, but I try as much as possible to just go deep. So when I'm talking Yoruba in the presence of my friends, they say, you're going to mess it up now. And I can tell you I'm not perfect, but I'm just trying to let you know that your family, your culture, your mother tongue, your background speaks a lot about who you are and the family you've come from. You get your husband family now. If they want to marry you, it's all like Debola is coming to your family house to marry you. Do you know you have to be in your cultural outfit?
Of course.
Everything about your culture, your tradition will come to place.
Yes.
You see, so that's why we cannot overlook it. We cannot put it out of place. You understand? So we'll be talking more and more on cancer, but today there's this awareness. I'm an advocate of breast cancer early detection. So the awareness is out there. Let's be careful. Let's look at how we can continue to put ourselves and others around us into know of the things they need to look out for, things they need to be aware of, whether breast cancer, whether cancer, cervical cancer of the lungs, You have cancer of the eyes, you have cancer of many things. God will continue to keep us healthy. But we have to walk in that direction.
Yes.
And on that note, we need to go for our mini feature, and we will be right back with you. Okay, welcome back. It's the Family and Values, and you have it there with us this morning is Olabode Odubume. He is a pastor for the boys. Okay, he is a youth pastor coordinator. He's also someone who who has created an advocacy for the boy child, and we're not actually looking in that direction this morning. But do we have Olabode joining us? Where is Olabode? It's so good to have you this morning. Where are you? Ooh, how are you?
Good morning.
Okay, now it's an honor to have you, and we're not taking it for granted. But how have you been? How is your end? Because I know joining us from Janik inside will be a small thing.
Yes, I'm okay. Thank God. Everything is cool and calm over here. Like the other lady said, I like your Afro style, Olori. So you please tell me the name.
They are putting me on the edge right now. Seriously. In those days, what did they call this style? Because we are talking about a very sensitive, topic. So I want you to feel, when you see your wife do this kind of style, what would you give her?
Exactly what I'm doing. I will appreciate it, and she knows. Anytime she has a new hairdo, I should be the first person to touch it.
Ooh, so amazing.
Okay, this morning Olabode will be discussing with us. Okay, I have gratitude. You can see gratitude also looking so beautiful. Okay, so this morning we're looking at igniting romance in the busy season as a couple. And I love the fact that he said, I love this topic. Igniting romance. Okay, in a season as much as we have economy, financial responsibilities, school fees is still there. It's not every parent that pays school fees finishing. And it's not just for babies, it's not just for children. We have adult children too. Those who are going back to school, high institution, tertiary institution, name it. Those who are just out of secondary school seeking admission. Those who are not even going to the university but want to go and learn artisan. Mm-hmm. And house rent is equally knocking by the side. If I'm reminding you, just clap your hands. House rent by December. I'm sure some landlords would have been, hitting your door with letters from the lawyers that social months you have to start thinking there's an increase like 50, 100%. And now we're talking about igniting romance in a season, okay, as a couple. Now, what can you define igniting romance to be from your side?
Sorry, come again. What can you define? I didn't get the question.
What can you define igniting romance? What is igniting romance? What is it? What does it mean?
Oh, igniting romance. Of course, it's just what you have said. When you talk about igniting romance, when you talk about igniting first, perhaps it's a suggestion that the flame of the romance has gone. So you want to ignite it, you want to make it come up again. Or it could be that maybe it's on, but you want to improve on it. So that's igniting. Then when you talk about romance, romance is whatever you do in with your wife or your spouse, let me say your spouse, either husband or wife, to ensure that there's that feeling of love, there's that feeling of togetherness, there's that feeling of appreciation from both ends. Okay, so whatever you do to ensure that your love continues, to ensure the affection is still there constantly, consistently, then that is romance. So if you put the two words together, igniting romance. It simply means that you want to make sure that your love, your affection for each other, your appreciation for each other is always on, consistently on. Okay, that is ignorance. Okay, to ensure you have different activities to ensure that your love is always on.
Very
Hello.
rightly said. In the midst of the challenges, the economic crisis, financial issues, how can we rekindle the fire? Let me put it like this. How can we rekindle the flare between couples in the midst of the others and buzzers of life?
Yeah. The first thing I want to say, first of all, is that you are only busy to do what you really don't want to do. If you really want to do something, no matter how busy your schedule is, you'll find time for it. So the first thing that couple needs to know, or couples need to know, is that no matter how busy you are, you must have time for your spouse. No matter how busy you are, you must be able to create that time that for your spouse. It's very, very important. So it is not an excuse that I'm too busy. You are too busy. You always take your you are always take your meal perhaps 3 times a day. That you are too busy doesn't mean that you not take your bath every day. Doesn't mean you not clean up yourself every day. So the first thing you need to know to do is to put your romance as part of the essentials. In other words, no matter how busy I am, I need to check my wife, I need to check my husband and ensure that the feelings, the love is still consistent, still there. So put it as the essentials. That's the first thing. Okay. Now, if you now say, okay, well, yes, we are busy. How do we do this? From the prologue that you did, they mentioned some of the things that you need to do there. Okay, the first thing is make use of technology. That one came to me strongly. Make use of technology. Okay, we have WhatsApp that you can chat with your spouse on WhatsApp, even if you maybe, for example, he or she is in a 3-day trip journey away from home. So how do you keep in touch? You chat, loving text. How are you today, my darling? How is everything, my love? How is everything? I hope you are doing well. Make joke of everything. Hope they are not stressing you too much. That kind of a thing. And you can also make it personal. I'm just waiting for you. I missed you. All those things. It's part of igniting that love, that feeling again. She knows that, oh, thinks of me. He knows that this person thinks of me. Okay, and it's cordial. It's coming from both ends. Then that's part of it. Okay. Now another thing you can do in a business schedule is to ensure that you have time to always have to go out. Maybe a picnic. It might not be something. Maybe just a 3-hour date outside. You must not eat every time inside the house. Okay, just a picnic in the seashore. Yes, a picnic, or you take out him to hotel and enjoy yourself. So all those things add a lot of flame to your romance.
Okay, I want to ask this question. Like I said, why is it that romance often fail? It fades with time because my opening, the situations around us, the stress, the overwhelming expenses, our career, our profession takes a lot. And Before you know it, what started with that WhatsApp messages, text messages, when we had our first child, suddenly becomes something difficult for us to manage, to handle. I'm so much busy at work. I close late before I could drive or even take commercial vehicles from my office to the house. I'm so exhausted. Now I want to get home and still prepare the meals for the day. And now you are telling me to ignite, with all those sweats coming from the kitchen. Hello, love, how are you? I'll just wave my hand like this and walk into the kitchen again. I'll just say, let me say hi to you. Hello. Is that enough or there is more to it? Let's go for our word of marble. We'll be right back. So stay tuned. Family and values, process. You are part of the family. So we'll be right back. Let's take our word of marble. The family and values. We have been talking with Olabode Odubumi as we talk about reigniting your romance in a season like we have. Beautiful season, very interesting season. There is no season there, even time and season. They said the sons of Isaka understand the times and the season. That's the one I know. Okay, so don't blame me. Now, Olabode, are you still there? Papa for the boys. Where are you? Yeah. Are you there? Welcome back. So it's time for you to, attend to my question. But before then, happy birthday to everyone celebrating on this beautiful day. Many more celebrations for your place. Crown is greeting somebody. Grace, happy birthday to you. We celebrate grace, we celebrate the grace of God over your life. And we pray you continue to have reasons to celebrate. Okay, so Olabode, I'm sure you are ready with my answer. Let's have it.
The question.
Did you get what I said?
No, your question. Your question.
I think. Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
I was asking Olabode. I painted a scenario. From the opening of this program, I talked about the situation of the country, the stress, the burden many couples take to work, come back home, whether their career, their business, their offices. And by the time they get home, the woman who has gone to work, just like the man has also gone to work. The husband is just coming in, and the woman also had her own, experience of the day. And while she's preparing the meal, the husband comes in. And all she could do, because she was all sweaty, her hands still busy in the kitchen, was to say, hello there, how are you? Welcome back. And she decided to walk back. I just wanted to say hi to you. And she tried to walk back to the kitchen to continue what she's doing. Why is it that women's faith with the overload body of everyday activities around us? That's the question I'm asking you. Do you think the woman has done bad and is not making the love to continue to go there? Or the husband is supposed to be the one to go to the kitchen and say, oh my love, well done. Thank you for doing this. How do we manage this? Why is it that romance keep on fading off with an overwhelming process of our day-to-day activity? That's the question.
Thank you. First of all, we need to understand what romance is not just caressing your spouse, kissing. That's not just what romance is. Like I said in my definition of romance is anything that you do, okay, that keeps going, that ignites the love, the feelings, the more. That is romance. So the wives are overwhelmed because there's so much to do, and the man is not contributing anything apart from the work. All right. So just as you have said, after taking care of the children, after ensuring that the house is okay, clean and everything, still provides food. And in most cases, the woman will still go to work. Right. So in the scenario that you have painted, I expected as the man entered, he also pulls his clothes off and everything and joins in the kitchen. Right. Even if it's just to be there, the moral support, the feeling for the woman that, oh, my husband understands what I'm going through. It's part of romance. Okay. And maybe she's cutting onions or pepper and say, oh, there, let me do this while you do that. It's romance. It makes the woman feel that man has me in mind, and he wants to contribute something too. It's not just leaving me alone to do everything. The woman will appreciate that. And it's also part of romance. So if after everything you cook together, you get back to the dining table, you eat together, romance is on already. Okay. But the scenario when the man comes in, switches on the TV, cross his leg and just watch, and the wife is always also busy in the kitchen doing all the tasks by herself. No. And then you don't expect that kind of a woman stressed, overstretched, to now begin to look at you and have one feeling for you, and maybe at the end of the day you go to the bed. No, it doesn't happen like that. So um it takes two to tango, right? So you need to ensure that you also help out as much as you can, having the understanding that the woman is on her plate. So it's a two-way thing. You must join hands together to ensure that yes, you are doing what you ought to do together. Help her out, even if you can. I know men that goes to the market. They go to the market and buy things, buy food stuff, buy all these kind of things, and it makes the woman feel happy. It's part of romance. Romance is anything that you do to make sure to ignite the feeling. Yes, the love is still there.
That question. But first off, we all know how couples often um, make complaints of how less attractive their partners become. Physical attraction, that's what I mean. So, what do you think can be done, or what is the significance of building up a consistent physical attraction for the sake of your partner? Because we often see, especially women, after getting married, they change their physical appearance, change from what their husbands are used to, why they approach them in the first place. Go from wearing dresses to tying wrappers to wearing things that are less attractive. So, what is the significance of physical attraction in the role of reigniting the flare in relationship, marriages, and the likes?
All right. Thank you. I'll take the physical attraction in two ways. Number one, dressing. Then number two, the change in stature. Okay. Now, number one, dressing. I think some women after they get married and they have maybe one or two children, forget about dressing, and the idea is, what am I dressing for? I have my husband already, and um, I'm not dressing to attract anybody. But it's wrong. It's completely wrong. Okay. I think that the solution to that is communication. The man needs to communicate to the wife. Yes, I admire your dressing before we got married. I still want to admire your dressing even when we are married. Okay. So that communication should be part of it. Why are you dressing this way? This was where how you were dressing before we got married. What changed? And the wife will be able to open up that, oh, it's because I'm busy and I don't think there's anything, I shouldn't be dressing anyhow. I'm not attracting anybody. And the husband will be able to tell her that, no, I still want you attractive. I still want you, the fashionista I married. Do you understand? So so communication is very, very key. Couples actually need to communicate from time to time. One of the major reasons why we have so much kind of war in marriage, because the couples refuse to communicate. So that communication should be there, not just on dressing, on everything, everything. There shouldn't be a day that couples should not communicate. There should be a day. You should how was your day? How was everything in office or in your business? Hope everything is okay. Share ideas. Communication is key. So that's on the physical dressing. Now on the stature, you know, as time goes on, it is it is uh, it is bound to happen that we grow old, and when we grow old, then some shapes begins to, the man begins to get some protruded belly. Instead of the six pack, it becomes one pack, and and so on and so forth. It's not only people that consume alcohol that has a big belly. Okay, even some other things will cause that, and also the woman after giving birth to maybe one or two children, we find out that the stature admired when they got married is no longer there. So what should they do? Number one, their eating habits. The eating habits is key. So if you really want to ensure that you maintain your stature or you have a very good body structure, then there are things you shouldn't eat. There are things you shouldn't consume. Again, communicate it to one another, to each other, so that everybody will be on the same play. That this is what is expected of me. Okay. Then again, exercise, and it's very very good that you do that together. It's part of a man. Just dedicate a weekend, at least twice a day exercise. It's not too bad. Together, not separately. Okay, not separately. If you can afford gym, okay, but we know where all sorts of things that happens in the gym now. So I don't know, but simple exercise at home, jogging around your community, to me is okay. Okay, it bonds, bonding comes up there. You share laughter, you share sweat together and everything. Um, I think that's also very very key, that you exercise. Understand that yes, this woman is giving me my children, and then the body structure will not remain the same. And if I want it to remain the same, then I must invest. You must invest. You must invest in a diet. You must invest in exercise. You must invest in time, because the woman is encouraged when the husband is also doing the exercise with her, not just go and do exercise. Go to the gym. Together, together, and it makes you to bond more as couple.
Can
Sorry, I
it
can't hear you,
work
Lord.
as can it be used as going out? As in, instead of you to go out at night, the two of you try to create a space in the house and have a night together, where you can have a romantic and a beautiful ambience in your home. Can it suffice for an outing outside?
Of course, definitely, of course, you can do that at home too. There's nothing stopping you to do it. There's nothing stopping you to do it at home. Hardly will you find family eating together on the dining table. Yes, the dining table is there, but hardly, because as you have said, everybody is busy. The women might have eaten, the children might have even taken their meal, their dinner, they are even on their bed before daddy comes in. So I for one, we suggest a weekend for such a thing, because we can't say that the busy schedule will just go like that. But in the midst of it, you must carve out a family time for yourself, a couple time for you and your wife or your husband. You must carve it out, and that's why I said at the beginning that you're only busy uh, to not to do what you don't want to do. But if you really are intentional about it, you will carve it out. So of course, you can have it at home, set the dining table. Okay. You can even buy stuff from outside and share it in the dining table. Cook the meal together, come to the dining table, you eat together, have a nice time, have a nice talking time, a time to communicate, a time to actually bond. You understand? You can sing to yourself, you can share poems, all those things. Uh, they are all fading now, but they shouldn't. Actually, they shouldn't. And the house can be used for that too. There's nothing. It's not compulsory that you go outside if you can't have that time. Okay, you can't have that time. And then, to me, every day at home should be a happy day. Intentional in making sure that there's love every time.
All right, thank you so much for that beautiful, very beautiful analysis and contribution to the topic. Very good. So I'm going to ask you, related to the date night and spending quality time with your partner, are there other low budget or budget friendly, will I say budget friendly events or outings that you can do with your partner? Because you mentioned before, you mentioned picnics, picnic dates, and already mentioned date night in the house. So what other budget friendly um, moments can be done with your partner?
Yes. But when I got I'm a Christian, so I was searching the Bible that is there anything I can actually lay my feet. And then I saw it in Genesis chapter 36, verse 8. Okay. That was where Isaac and Rebekah were in a particular foreign country, and the king of that country is, so to say, eyeing Isaac's wife. Okay. So at a particular time, uh, Abimelech, that's the name of the king, was just looking outside. And what did he see? He saw Isaac. The King James Version used the word sporting with with his wife, sporting. But other versions use something like romance, um, uh, you gaming with his wife, But it simply means that they were on the field, okay, nice side. That that is not expensive. So even the picnic I'm talking about is to your your budget. It's not very expensive thing. I don't feel that you should have a feeling out of the house, out of the home. Okay, just go outside and have a different feeling. That's why I suggested the picnic. And like I said the previous time also, it can also happen at home. It's according to your budget. It shouldn't be anything expensive, so to say. But you know that expensive is relative. What is expensive to me might not be expensive to you. So I would just say it's according to your budget, what you can afford. It doesn't bank to have a nice no, it doesn't mean okay. Just snacks is okay if you can if always afford and have a good time outside. You can even just take a walk. Now when me and my wife do that a lot. You can just take a walk. You can just take a walk around the community, holding your hand and just talk. I mean, what? There's no expense on that. Just take a walk and with your wife, holding your hand, okay, and just talk. So it doesn't have to be expensive at all. You can you can do it according to your budget.
We wanted to round up the whole thing for us by giving us a breakdown of appreciation and gratitude. What role does this play as we round off?
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, just to round up a brief summary of everything. Number one, so to ignite your romance, number one, make sure that it is something planned. It's part of your essential, like I said at the beginning. Okay, so it should be intentional. It's not something that happens just out of the blue. Okay, you the husband must be intentional about it. The wife must also be intentional about it. When you are alone,
Abote Odubumi, we call him Papa for the boys. He's an advocate of boy-child growth, their development, the encouragement they need. He is a youth pastor. and he's also someone who is so much interested in relationship. He also grooms those who are just newly wedded men, who are just walking into the institution of marriage. And he joined us very soon from Reigniting. So you see all the way we take them, bring them from Warri, from Abuja, from Lagos, all over because of you and because of family and values.
Yes.
So what do you have to say with all this little, I'm sure you have some tips.
Of course, I have tips. I have tips, especially for the physical appearance, physical attraction. It is very, very important, because I've heard so many couples talk about this thing, how it fades off the romance, how it fades off feelings. It is very, very important, because I, for one, I grew up to meeting my mom being on a diet, working out. So if you see my mom now, you would not believe that she gave birth to someone as mature and beautiful as I am, honestly, because I mean, you have to be in the game at all points. Eat healthy, eat the right food, work out. You don't really have to go to exotic gyms or pay for gym. Yes, always work out in your house. Just wake up in the morning, sit-ups, squats, and you still have to look good. You look good, you would have that banging body. You don't have to do so much. Then secondly, what he said that I really held. Love doesn't always have to be expensive. Spending quality time doesn't always have to be expensive. The little things matters. Taking a walk, spending time with your partner in the house. I, for one, I really don't like going out so much. I really doing my things inside, like cinema nights, date nights with your partner, just spending time. You don't really have to spend so much. But of course, my fellow Gen Zs will always want to do too much, go to an exotic restaurant because of the aesthetics and all of that. We understand that. If you can afford it, why not? But if you cannot, baby girl, baby boy, still do the little things that matters. Be creative. Do whatever you can to keep the fire burning, because that is very important.
Okay, you've heard it from the Gen Z. I'm not saying anything more. So tomorrow is another big day, and we will be talking about preventive health. I'm still thinking about that creativity now. My head is really walking into creativity. So preventive health, small habits, big results. Now those small habits and the big result that comes afterwards. Okay, let's talk about that tomorrow on our Health Talk on Thursday, Family and Values. And we hope we brought you a beautiful, topic today. As you beat them, their rabbis. It's time for my Gen to tell them how to go as she's moving out this morning.
All right, to the couples out there, the beautiful couples out there, the beautiful ladies and very gentle and calm men out there, make sure to spend time with your partners, regardless of how busy your schedule is, regardless of how work is, the society, financial burdens, and all of that. Make out time and always look good. Looking good is good business. You don't have to get the most expensive things. You just have to have like good fashion sense. Make sure you invest in your body, eat fruit, drink a lot of water, take a walk, and you'll be good. You'll be good and you'll be very beautiful, as you should be. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Family and Values. See you same time, same station tomorrow. My name is Gratitude Imokwede, your Gen Z host.
Okay, from my side, I wish you the very best of today. Someone told me, I learned this morning that it's good to have a journal of gratitude, of gratefulness, with yourself. You don't need to share it with you don't need to be selfish with it. Share it with people around. You can journal it, you can talk about it. You can just decide to pick it up at any point in time just to show gratitude. To who? Okay, to Almighty God, who has given you life. Like I will always tell you, life is a gift. Make good use of that gift today as you set out. My name is Remain Olori Adwijoke Adwibi David. On behalf of everyone who has made today's show a success, from the MCR to the editing, also to the Earth Station, and everyone up here in the camera unit. Thank you. And to our guys, HOP, to the ASM, thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate God's grace over your life. And to our President, Uncle Steve Ojo. Thank you for making this program a success and for the creativity. We love you, viewers, and we hope to see you tomorrow. Have a splendid day ahead. Bye.